My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Disco Elysium. Alright. I'm pretty sure I was on my way back to the mainland. Oh, I haven't even checked this trap yet. Beautiful. And I can do it finally without Kim over my back, who I have to constantly explain to that I don't actually believe in these cryptids, because I do. I just don't want to have to explain it to him again. Look around. It takes you a moment, but you finally spot the last of Morel's traps. This one is partially obscured by the reeds. The reeds bend forlornly towards the water. Some tufts have been crushed. The broken stalk, sickly pale against the darkness. In the east, the city center hums to you. The constant, distant song. Louder on this part of the coast. Nearer, somehow. And there's that cold again. Always that cold. Reach for the trap. The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here. No locusts. No phasmid either, but empty. Sorry, but still. Look closer still. Nothing. No traces of locusts or the Insulindian phasmid. What happened? The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked up the trap and shook it before dropping it back down onto the ground. The reeds continue to hiss around you as you put the empty trap back on the ground. Time to consult the professionals. Morel and Lena. I think also one last thing I should do before I leave this area, because I think it's probably something that I can do in the nighttime, is have another look at that mural that we ignored last time. Okay. I think it's roughly, let's say around here-ish. Oh, hang on. What's this think? That's a Noland Vinsync, an unsuccessful model. I think that means 25? I just don't know how to pronounce it. Vincent. Vinsync? Ah, no clue. Alright, do I need to raise my shivs for this? Oh! Huh. Maybe I can't inspect that while the father and son aren't there? Maybe they respond? Or maybe you need to have Kim with you, so... But it usually would say locked. Doesn't it? Doesn't it still show up on my map as one of the things that I have to do? Map wall... Backyard wall. No, apparently not. Alright, fine. Back to the mainland then. I just want to see if there is anything now, especially, different over here in the nighttime. In particular, maybe I want to go and see Roy. Because I actually have some money now. I could buy a thing. Or two. I've forgotten broadly what your inventory is, bud. Do you get something truly cool? I mean, I do want to do that, but am I ever going to increase my interfacing? Probably not. This one's a 700 for the light. It's not my kind of jam. There's the Hemdalaman shirt that I didn't want to say is rad, and I also don't really want to buy it. But why not buy it? I don't have to use it. Sure. Welcome to Hemdal, officer. Have a look at what it has. -2 authority, +1 physical instrument, +1 to shivers. Neat. The man from Hemdal is standing in front of a burning village, dual-wielding his ever-present Zweihanders. Two-handed weapons in each hand. His muscles look ready to burst out of the two-dimensional print and into your three-dimensional life. I mean, having something that has +shivers on it is pretty good.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I'm afraid that I've already got all of the information there that I want. I mean, Doom's Central District, right? We have to get the farm thing and open. The ice cooler. That's one thing that we've got ahead of us. Okay. Yeah. Whoa, hang on. This tree is now interactable? What's up, tree? The hawthorn tree on the Rue de Saint Ghislaine. Bronze-covered ribbons of magnetic tape are fluttering in the branches. Good hawthorn, pat the tree. Patting the tree reveals a small sticker, which has almost been worn to oblivion. It reads RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102. Underneath, a slogan, mankind, be vigilant. The bronze ribbon twists around and within the branches in an intricately natural pattern, but there's something. What do I see? There's a twisted logic in this mess. You see the ends of the ribbon, the way it flows, how it twists and turns, and it's starting to make sense. It'll be easy to remove now. Okay, well, I do have other things that increase my interfacing, so I'm gonna pop those gloves on. My interfacing is now absolutely aces. Yeah, there we go. With slow and deliberate motions, pulling, bending, and unraveling, you manage to extricate the magnetic tape from the branches. It curls up into a mess inside your pocket. If only you could find a way to re-spool it so that you could hear what's on the tape. Maybe Roy from the pawn shop could help you with this. Maybe. Let's go talk to Roy. I'm not going to punch the tree at any point. Are you kidding me? Might uproot and take revenge. Plus, if nothing else, it's immediately delivering revenge. You know, the forces opposed by equal but opposite forces. It's punching me right back, basically. If you think about it.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Hey, do you know how to fix this? Show him the bundle of magnetic tape. He looks at your bronze-colored bundle in your hand. You mean re-spool it? Yeah, I do, but... Great, could you do it, please? This is important. I need to be able to play this tape for someone. He slowly finishes his thought. But I'm not some Mr. Fix-It. I'm a pawnbroker. If you want to pawn this tape, sure. Although it looks pretty... worthless. Just explain why you need it so much. He's bound to understand. Worthless? It's not worthless, Roy. It could be the next big thing for the local dance music scene. Huh? He slowly taps his fingers on the counter. What do you mean? You know that old church down the coast? Yeah? Yeah? What about it? I met some young ravers near the place. They want to turn the church into a nightclub and play some weird neo-disco beats in there. They call it anodic dance music. I promised to help them with that. Is it any good? The music, I mean. No, that's the thing. You can't believe how unbearably thin the beat is. There's nothing to it, no bass. It just goes bzz, bzz, bzz. But this tape could make it very hardcore. Man, you're really invested in this. He looks at the bundle of tape in front of him. It shimmers under the shop's dazzling light show. Okay, I'll help you out. It's just gonna take a moment though, so sit back and relax. You take some time and look around in the store. The play of all the visuals around the pawn shop is mesmerizing. Suddenly, Roy turns back to you with a reel of tape in his hand and coughs. Look at the clock. Wait, this took more than just a Mew Fear moment. No, it's not necessary. He did a task for us. Well, thanks for the help. Proceed, take repaired tape. Yeah, my pleasure. I do what I can for true passion projects. Just try not to use this tape for negative photon emissions. Take responsibility, okay? Alright, let's have a listen to the tape. This bronze-colored tape found in the branches of the hawthorn tree has been reconstructed onto a usable reel of magnetic tape. It's pretty fragile and in an odd format, which doesn't fit into portable tape players. Nevertheless, Egghead will be stoked. Okay, I did not know any of those things, so it's not going to fit in my mind? How am I going to know whether or not this has the proper amount of bass to deliver to Egghead? I don't want to give Egghead another thing and have him disappointed in me again, otherwise I might de-radicalize him. That's been the crowning achievement of this series so far, turning Egghead into a communist. Okay, increasing lots of phone stuff. Nothing out this way we should really care about, right? do not believe so. All right, let's go to the Doom Business District. Don't really know what clothes I should be wearing at any one time, so I basically just change them in order to fulfill a white check and then just leave them on. Which is going to become a problem when I get towards conversations, but sometimes conversations ask for weird things, you know? This is still on, right? Yeah, it still has a hum. I should go and turn that off. Ruby is slightly more quiet now. One other thing I wanted to do is handwritten note from the fridge. Read the note. Okay. Yes, I can't believe the offsite copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide inside my safe. You'll find it in... You'll find the filament memory with the offsite copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home ASAP. It's important if I do it myself if I had a civilized place with a freezer. Cool. Alright. Just wanted to see if there was any more useful information in that one for us. And then the final thing is we need to get the Kvalsund in our hand. Really? It's still a heroic in physical instrument. Well, you can just fail to get it? Maybe I should drink a little alcohol. Let's also have a look at anything that would allow us a little bit more physical instrument. I think there might be some physical instrument gloves in here somewhere. Apparently not. Oh, hang on, this shirt's... Oh, no. Same. The other shirt's physical instrument as well. I'm finally getting some stuff that actually has shivers attached to it, which is extremely exciting. Alright, physique is raised. Drunk as a skunk. 17%. Alright. Failed. Ice squeaks beneath your Kvalsund multi-tool, but the fingers slip away from the tool. The lid is as shut tightly as before. And it's already unplugged. There's not much else to do than wait for it to defrost or bulk up and get stronger. Okay, so we actually did want it to Gosh, dang it. Okay. What else can I try and do right now in this area? What white checks will still be open to me? I'm thinking the conceptualization wall. We should probably go to that because now that we're an art critic, we might have a little bit of an easier time with it. This also apparently still has a check associated with it. I thought I'd already done all of it. This is where I started off with my motor carriage. Yes, and ended up half sunken in the sea. You must have been drunk when you left off. This is significant somehow. Maybe. Probably. An ominous warning of bad things ahead. Got it. Maybe that becomes more relevant. I mean, like, I thought the only relevance of that was that it was going to show me that I'd crashed, but I get more information there now that I know where I've crashed. Maybe it's relevant to the case later on. Let's have a look at this wall. I have a keen aesthetic sensibility. That's my art degree. Cindy's artistic impulses are infectious. My conceptualization could be higher. Almost certain. If anything, I probably have things that are lowering my conceptualization at the moment rather than increasing it. I don't know why our boring shirt is the one that gives us conceptual... Wow, none. Do you roll a 17 on that? I think so. So many walls all over Martinez, weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling. Because, like, worst case scenario, I don't get this roll, and either something, like a piece of information I learn later reopens the check for me, or I level up interfacing and re-roll it anyway, right? Level up conceptualization and re-roll it anyway. I'd be amazed if that's actually the solution we go for, though. Is there anything in there that I want to go for? So, map wall, trash container. What's the trash container? It's not the one inside here, is it? I guess that's yeah, trash container, it's right there. Sure. Map wall. Map wall is in the building there. That's if I want to steal one of the maps from Plaisance. Pain threshold on water door, don't need that. The measurehead conceptualization is if I want to become a racist. Joyce Messier is a completely different area right now. Padlocked door. Again, like, some of these checks I think are gone. Like, A to Jurique, right? How have we got anything more left in this book? I'm almost certain we don't. I'm going to interact with the book and see if it actually has a check in here that we haven't got. We'd want a chatty companion. I want someone who listens. Fine. I'm just going for different lines in dialogue here. Let's get myself more things to look at. 5 and 6, yeah. Is it gonna even clear it? Yeah, no, it's still there. There are things here, I think, that we just cannot do. Which is annoying. This map is not actually useful for us. Also, we had the keys to the trash container over there. We don't need to recheck that trash container. All right, wrong side. We could go through the doomed area. I mean, basically, I have a barbell in here to try and lift, but that's about it. Hang on. I guess probably tomorrow. Just come back. I'm worried I'm gonna end up spending this entire time just trying to find checks that I can roll in order to do extra stuff, and finding out that no, there's no checks here you can roll and no extra stuff that you can do. All right, time to go to sleep. Right, this is the area that you need your torch for. Forgot that that's a thing. There's no extra checks on these now, is there? And you know what? I'm also going to try another login attempt of the production schedule. Yvonne, it's me again. How are you?
Oh, thank you.
It's not clear whether she recognizes your voice.
Please repeat. How can I help you?
Let's try the password for the production schedule.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife? Death.
Good. I've unlocked the production schedule. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Fortress excellent. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
That's all. Thank you for now.
Thank you and goodbye.
The old lady's voice disappears rather along with the static. Press print. With a quiet determination, the printer starts printing. A piece of paper unfolding like a handheld fan, a black crisscross of letters cross its surface. Read the printout. It's a project report written by the lead producer Andrew Andy Schott about Wirral Untethered, a radio game developed by the studio Fortress Accident. The first few pages give an overview about the capital and workforce, while the rest of it seems to be a production schedule. Read about capital. I want to know about money. Read about the workforce. Who worked there? How long? I'll start with that one. Fortress Accident employed 18 people. The bulk of the team comprised of writers and concept artists. There were also radio programmers, sound engineers, a CEO, 2 marketing experts, and a single overburdened producer who developed a habit of popping Pierre Holodon in the basement to escape his obligations. Why did Fortress Accident have so many concept artists? Wait, why did a radio game need so many artists? It didn't. It didn't need so many concept artists? No, definitely not. A few more producers would have come in handy though, especially when dealing with writers, some of whom routinely skipped work because of mental health issues. Oh, putting that in quotation marks. And extremely unprofessional sleep schedules. One of them even managed to steal some valuable company property before skipping town for good. Read about the capital. I want to know about the money. In its short time in existence, Fortress Accident SCA managed to burn through a truly insane amount of money. The first tranche of seed financing brought in 150,000 real, but then came the delays. Eventually, the damage reached 400,000 real, with only half the game finished. Gosh, where did they get all the money? Let's just say it was a real adventure for their Iguanian investor. Skim through the production schedule, whatever it is. The production schedule depicts their glorious descent in bankruptcy. Because of the concept artists? No, not the concept artists. It wasn't even the writers with their panic attacks and 3-hour lunches. Stop making fun of the writers, friend. Like, you're gonna put mental health issues in quotation marks and then you're like, I mean, they were having panic attacks at work. Like, yeah. God. Ugh. It was impossible not to fail. The project was too large and no amount of money could satiate the ever-expanding ambitions of the development team. Scope creep. They tried to make a 4 million real game with 400,000 real in their bank account. They thought they could bridge the gap with pure willpower and imagination. They couldn't. Oh, so they were done in by their own ambition. No, even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of possibility that, despite everything, never entirely disappeared. That is, until they discovered the Valley of Heads. The what? At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Ziemsk-born Sulislaw Zawiza, decided that what we're all untethered needed was a secret mystical location on the extreme edge of the map. This place was to be the Valley of Heads, where the heads of all headless constructs could be found. The players would have been able to choose a head for their headless party member, and each head would have been voiced on air by a professional actor. Oof. That's some insane shit. Who are these people? No, how many heads were there? So many. At last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men, all of which could be endlessly recombined. How many combinations could you make out of that? Do you really want to know? It seems to be a calculation here. It could take a while. Yeah, how bad could it be? I'm hacking into the Matrix. Oh, damn. It ended exactly. Ah, yeah, never mind. I'm trying not to actually hit keys. I'm in. Keep going. You best believe I want to know this whole ass number. So, is this... Wait, was this 10,000 factorial? How many digits are in 10,000 factorial? I'm worried this is gonna... Oh, yep. I'm worried this might actually take 10 minutes to get through. But... I kind of want... What have I done? I don't want to ask that because I do want it to keep going. Because what have I done might have interrupted it, might have stopped it. And I need to know. This is scrolling up, but I'm memorizing the entire thing. I'm just making certain that I know this number. I'm getting ready. Take away the 17. What if you broke the radio computer? It's never gonna stop. That was a legendary failure. Just let the numbers wash over you. That was an interfacing failure as well. Whoa. And that's it. Okay, so that's what did them in? Well, yeah, that and the catastrophic data loss. That must be the anomaly Suna mentioned in the church log. On the nature of the data loss, there's honestly little information in the production log. It comes at the very end, where things get fuzzy and dark, where tables and numbers seem to vanish into eerie nothingness, before their Iguanian investor pulled the plug. What is clear is that one day, an unidentified numerical anomaly occurred on the East Revacholian Lintel front, just as Wirral Untethered was being computed that day. and the anomaly caused all the data to get lost in the air? When the project was returned, it was completely blank. The team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel, the service provider. Despite their diagnostics, they could never produce a satisfactory explanation or pay for the loss. What? There wasn't a whole... They lost a whole game and wouldn't even pay for it? Always read the terms of service. And let's face it, they didn't have any money left for legal action. Wasn't there a copy of the game? Backup? Mysteriously enough, it seems the off-site copy happened to be on-site when the catastrophic data loss occurred. It was the lead programmer's responsibility to oversee weekly maintenance in the off-site copy and, well, keep it off-site. An explanatory note from the lead programmer has been attached. What's it say? S. Lukanenkilde, the lead programmer of Fortress Accident. I'm assuming that's sooner. The off-site copy was on-site because there was no off-site anymore. Not for me. Not after 8 months of crunch. I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement, in the iceberg refrigerator, near where I went to sleep. It was perfectly safe there. Temperature conditions were optimal. Seems like a perfectly reasonable explanation. That's not what her colleagues thought. Is there anything else from this lead programmer? The production schedule ends with a few random notes that seem to have been added sometimes later. Read the notes at the end. 4 months later by an unknown author. I am the only one left and it's gotten rather damp here. A few other businesses have gone under too. Slipstream switched to making skis and the hairdressers just left, cursing Martinet. They're right though. Something seriously wrong with this place. Martinet. All of it. Still, haven't gotten an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were the physical coordinates of the error on the East Insulindian front that day. Since the computation happened on air, I reckoned it had to coincide with an actually existing location. I've compared the coordinates to the map of Revachol West. Turns out it's only 800 meters from here. The address is St. Brun, 1147. I'm going there to look this thing in the eye. St. Brun, 1147? That's what the street sign next to the church said. Yeah, I'm aware. Tear off the printout and throw it away. Tiles on the cube is smoldering, casting the framework a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print buttons, key buttons shine on the keyboard rather. Yeah, I mean, well, hang on, what's this? But where are the clothes it used to display? Ah, that's gonna be the mannequin. I think the gym is out this way then. Yes. The familiar barbell. Hang on. Is this Contact Mike, the boxing champion? Finally. I'm not done with my thinking about Contact Mike yet, right? Nope. I've joined the litany of Contact Mike. Which means that this challenge has been unlocked. Alright. Let's see how much physical instrument I can give myself here. One physical instrument. One. No, it's the same. I think I actually might be done. I might be wearing all of my physical instrument stuff already. Yep. Looks like it. And I'm still drunk, so this is the best time for me to do it. 8%. We got this. Oh, damn! We do got this! Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength. You raise the barbell up in the air. Your biceps tremble, but you're a savage. This is a children's game. Say nothing. Revel in the feeling. A warm wave of accomplishment washes over you. Oh! Clean! A warm feeling of a warm wave of accomplishment washes over you as you drop the barbell to the floor. For a moment, it feels like you're strong enough to succeed at anything you set your mind to. Hey, but you're still in a ghost house. What if someone heard this? What if they know you're here? That's all I get? That was an 8% check. That was a legendary physical check. How dare you? That's all I get. Rude as hell. Also, it's quite unique for an action to actually be like accompanied with like taking away the text box and showing me the individual action being completed. I assumed it was going to be kind of like a monumental moment right there. We'll take him back. Feel a little bit cheated. If only I'd left that unplugged ages ago. I mean, it will reopen its white check because it's been unplugged. And that changes its check, right? Well, that's not guaranteed, but it seems likely to me at least. Okay. Feel like it's probably time to take the stuff out of my hands. It's very late at night. Inspect the traps. Last trap is empty. Make ice. More hardcore. Fine. I think I'll go back across the street. Back across the street. Sorry, back across the coast. Hang on. Wrong direction constantly here. I lost where I actually was. Yeah, I'm gonna go back back across to the place that I stay. Because I can stay there for free, so I managed to maintain the current amount of money that I have, which is exactly what I want to keep it at. I could do with, 34 cents less, but... Or, just putting this out there, 35 more cents. But paying 20 real for a room for the night is not gonna get me there. So, it's nap time. I wonder if there's anything unique for going to bed drunk. There might be. Let the mirror be for now. The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Hang on, wait a second. What is that actually this checking? Electrochemistry. Is my electrochemistry currently increased? +1 to physique. And physique is... Yeah, that includes my electrochemistry. You know what? Because I'm drunk right now, maybe it's a good idea to exit this and then pop on all of my electrochemistry kit and then try it. Who knows? So I've got my flare-cut trousers are currently giving me electrochemistry. I know that this will also give me electrochemistry. I think I have gloves for electrochemistry as well. Do I have any... Okay, I don't have shoes for electrochemistry, it doesn't look like. In fact, I think I'm probably now out of electrochemistry bumps. Just gonna be a little bit careful to be exhaustive here. Yeah, I already have pants on for electrochemistry. Sure. So, let's try this. 8, sure. I got an 8 beforehand, it could have happened. Bedtime. The bed underneath you is soft, if lumpy. Waves wash the sand underneath the hut, then grow distant to your ear. In the quiet hum of the organic heater, you fall asleep.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes. Then, tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes, tightening around you, digs into your brain. This is just like you're falling asleep, basically. Great, this is gonna be chill.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately? Murdered anyone lately?
This bastard isn't even listening to you.
Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people and then forgets about it.
Who did we kill? We have an astonishingly low kill count for someone who's completed as many cases as we have. So I imagine we're not, particularly prone to violence. But in response to that, what do you say? Like, I don't care? No, you don't. There's no way to say, like, I don't care about the accusation of being a murderer. You should care about that. Okay, so I'm a murderer. I mean, that's another thing, which is, yeah, you killed 2 people in the line of duty. I don't know the individuals of either of those cases, but what do you consider that? I mean, we don't know they were both in self-defense. We don't know any particulars. We don't know if, like, anyone could possibly refer to either as a murder. Shut up, I just want to... I kind of just want to say shut up. Yeah, shut up, I just want to sleep.
Hear that? Iceman wants to sleep. He doesn't care about killing people. That's nothing to him. Black water. Under the bridge. The thing he's really scared of is much, much worse than that.
What is it?
Don't tell him, sister. It's too bad.
They're right. This is their function, to keep you from it. Why are you doing this? I just want to sleep. I can almost see the dark.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions, flares and countermeasures to keep you from the last dream, the worst of them all.
The last dream?
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
And the air will smell of apricots.
Of hell. An ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later, in front of the video rental, there is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
Everything is so okay.
Doesn't sound like it'll be okay.
Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church? Maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church. The stained glass window featuring Dolores Day and her adventurer. What? I don't remember that invoking any thoughts about ex-wife, which I'm assuming is what the context of the last dream is, considering our responses being, the apricot scent and her face formed in the summertime. This is a reasonable outfit. Hey, Kim.
Yes?
So I had a comment on like a very recent episode that was saying that I should tell Kim that I've stopped obsessing about my sexuality. And I've already done that. That was a much, much older kind of thing. I did it almost immediately, in fact. For the moment, though, I'm gonna say my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Disco Elysium. In the next episode, it's morning, so we can actually go and do things. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you